First of all, if we had the perfect system, I still don't think it would need to be mandatory. I think you could get near to or literally 100% attendance without ever using mandatory measures. I genuinely believe that. I think that's very possible.
Absolutely fucking insane.
That's fine, but that's fine.
Well, here would be my question. Okay, if DemonMama's made Queen President of the world, okay.
God, oh no, please no.
You know, all these changes that she's talking about that you want to implement to school, like this would take a lot of time.
Yeah,
okay? This isn't something you just change overnight. So are schools going to be mandatory until we make all those changes, or is school not mandatory and all those kids that don't go to school are basically just fucked? Are we fucking an entire generation of kids over until school is magically fixed to be so amazing that everyone wants to do it?
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Wait. You can call me.
I want you to explain this point. I'll let you talk on this first. All right, ready? Okay. Explain to me how we can make a system where school or education is so appealing that children will choose it over literally everything else in society.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure, for sure.
Please.
Yeah, it's super easy. So if wait, you're trying to say that why I think
it's super easy. It's super easy.
No examples.
Well, is she going to give some examples?
No, you're going to get examples right here.
Okay.
She's getting ready.
This is like the people that are like, oh, you know, you could, what was it? They say like, oh, you could have an entirely centrally controlled economy and it could all be run on like a laptop from, 1999 or something. It's just so easy to figure out these highly complicated problems.
Yeah, it's very easy. I mean, why would you, go surfing and smoke weed in the bushes when you could just go to class and learn about Napoleon?
Yeah, I agree.
That's true. When I learned about Nicholas and Alexandra and the fall of the last Tsar of Russia, I was just so engaged in this. There's nothing I wanted to do more than listen to that all day.
Yeah, my friends were like, hey, come skip school and smoke weed. And I was like, no, man, I want to learn.
My kids, my friends were like, do you want to play Mario Kart? And I was like, no. And then the girl was like, hey, do you want to have underage illicit sex? And I said, no. I want to learn about the Tsar, Nicholas, and Alexandra in high school. That was my experience.
And it's not just your experience, it's everyone's experience.
Oh, okay, good. I thought I was a weird
Your
outlier.
teacher tried to have sex with you? Is that what you said, Sitch?
No, someone my age.
I was trying to read the chat. Okay. Oh. I thought you got you got some nookie from your hot teacher or something.
I mean, I wish I had a hot teacher that was into that, but sadly, no.
What about
sadly, they were not hot. They were ugly.
I think that's the case. I think kids like learning. And actually, it's funny because if you're willing to actually engage with this in good faith, you can go and actually listen to the professionals on this. Professional educators know that kids love learning. Hell, we've had massive improvements.
Citation needed. I was an educator. What?
Oh, were you?
Yeah. I was I was a tutor. I actually wrote the new SAT curriculum for a tutoring company.
Oh, cool.
But
cool.
Yeah, citation needed solidly on that. Like what?
I've seen this happen in a lot of the lefty sphere, not so much in the righty sphere, where they just say like, if you ask professionals, they'll tell you X, and then there's just this claim that all professionals or all academics agree with whatever their crazy position is, with no citation. So you're right. She hasn't actually given any explanation of how she's going to make school more appealing. She just said, well, kids naturally like to learn. Duh.
In literacy and in general education since the introduction of computer technology, because you can gamify things.
So
I see.
That was hilarious. That he brought up a picture of it looked like Destiny and his kid just looks super pissed off.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Nathan.
And it says Nathan will remember this. Yes.
That's hilarious.
So
the math game. Some of my chat posted that. I had to make sure it wasn't a bad.
So her only answer to how to make school better is to somehow gamify it in a vague sense. Okay, it's great.
That was my idea.
Gamify.
Well, see, someone pointed this out in the Twitter discourse. They were like, it's actually my job to design educational video games, and they don't work the way that you guys are talking about. Like, first of all, educational video games are usually designed to be used with an instructor. Otherwise, a lot of the potential is lost. And beyond that, it's not like you just have League of Legends, but then you learn calculus. That is,
this cast spells in League of Legends. You have to solve a math equation really quickly.
Yeah, every time you get back to lane, you have to do an integral. Like,
just putting educational in front of the words video games makes it 10 times more uninteresting. It's like, I don't want to play that.
No, it's very true. It's funny. My parents had got me like this Algebra Blaster video game for a computer.
My parents tried some of those too. I was like, oh.
And my favorite game, because it had like a bunch of games, my favorite game was one where like you're controlling this little tower in the center and like ships fall down and you just have to like shoot them at different angles. There was no math in that. Yeah, there was a grid with angles in the background. That had nothing to do with the video game. I wasn't learning math by shooting little ships down.
It's all about hand-eye coordination.
Yeah,
that's all we care about.
Yes.
My favorite game, you controlled a plumber and ran around a magical world collecting coins.
Yeah,
that's right.
I love that game.
That's right.
Saving the
I hated
princess.
Carmen Sandiego as a kid. I remember
Carmen Sandiego. Oh
yeah, fuck that. I remember once. Okay, I remember Little Sitch goes to Blockbuster and he sees for Super Nintendo Mario is missing. I'm like, oh my god, a new Mario game! And you look on the back and it looks like Super Mario World 2. I was so excited. I get home, I put Mario is missing in the game. Turn on, and you know what it is? Fuck you! It's an educational game.
No,
it's Carmen Sandiego, but with Mario. And I said,
bait and switch,
no.
bait and switch.
Oh, and I said, no, take this back to Blockbuster immediately.
The disappointment.
I will not play this game. I'm done. Miles for $20 says, logically that makes sense. It's easier to take away my brother's video games than to show him what for like with me. I feel resentful of my brother in a sense. TLDR, I almost died because of Big Sad and have the Prozac now got him. Yeah, geez, Miles. Geez, Miles. Well, look, I do not support having a terrible. I do not support whatever your parents did to you, Miles. Okay. Yeah. That is not a good way. That's not a good way.
Yeah.
To raise a child. Duper Duff for $20 says, I feel like this is a display of the shifting culture. The far left has gotten on by calling people liars and racist and interrupting them, but now people are learning that doing that just makes the far leftists look like loonies.
Yeah,
they're not letting them do. They're not learning that. By
you don't think they're learning that?
No, they're not. If they were, I would be less inclined to make YouTube videos. I'm trying to move things in that direction, but yeah.
Right. I mean, I am worried that the future. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But I'm worried that the future of politics just seems like we're radicalizing and extremifying the younger generation.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's largely because of social media. I mean, I think younger people were probably always more tilted towards the extremes, but
yes,
you can like cultivate. You almost kind of do by default cultivate an echo chamber online where you use social media and you just get sort of force fed all of the information that would not only confirm your preconceptions, but like magnify it. It's like, yeah, well, you think that's bad. Look at this, and you just kind of go off the deep end.
Yeah. I mean,
know what you're supposed to do.
It's so easy for confirmation bias nowadays. So easy.
Yeah. And something I have to explain to people is like, you can find a study that justifies anything. Yeah. People will be like, I found a study, it's justified. I'm like, okay, do you believe in telepathy? Because I can show you 20 studies that prove telepathy. Like, it's not that simple.
Look, I saw the Baxter experiments with the plants. Okay. I do believe in telepathy. How dare you?
Yeah. There's actually a dude named Dr. Ian Stevenson. He was like a psychiatrist. For some reason, his entire like career was studying what he called cases suggestive of reincarnation. Reading his work is really weird. That's some funky stuff.
Yeah, my mom was all into that stuff. I think there's some famous book, some famous reincarnation book. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Your mom's into reincarnation?
Oh, my mom's a big fucking new age hippie.
Wow.
Okay, listen.
Wow. Fascinating.
I like how you say that, like that's so like shocking. Your mom plays a reincarnation, Sitch. Oh.
Well, I just
do you think the majority of people believe in reincarnation? I would assume so. Or some kind of afterlife.
Yes, the majority of people believe in afterlife. Yeah.
Right.
Reincarnation seems like an interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it fascinating. Yeah. I didn't know your mom was a hippie.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, totally.
So the math games
Sick,
are going to
bro.
be more fun than everything
Sick, bro.
else. Like enough that the child will choose to pick the math
Dude,
games.
maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe.
If they're not,
Maybe.
wait, hold on a second. If they're not, then make them better. Then do better. We should turn to this. We should turn. Here's what I'm saying.
This conversation could have been so much more interesting. Like, I'm curious, what if you hypnotize a child and
there you go.
You're forcing them coercively, but not coercively. Like, you hypnotize them and they really want to go to school, but it's only a result of the nefarious hypnotism.
Look, Adam, I think DemonMama has a good point. Like, if you want people to eat healthy, just make the healthy food taste better.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah, just put sugar in it. What's so
Yeah,
hard about
exactly.
that?
Fill it with sugar. Cotton
Boom.
candy, yeah.
It's so easy to solve health. Just make exercise fun and make good, healthy food taste better. I don't understand why no one's ever done this before, guys.
Yeah, exercise. Ooh, I can't wait to get up early and go to the gym. Sounds a fucking blast.
I mean, why can't they make exercise just feel as good as having sex? I don't understand. Why can't they just do that? Okay.
Wait, sex is exercise.
Bam, there you go.